Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lola, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you important mistakes, or I call them important mistakes that you should not make. I've spent 4 years or almost 4 years in the United Kingdom, and these are like the mistakes that are easily made that I've seen in a couple of people, including myself, and I would not advise you to make or be tempted to make. So sit back, relax, and watch this video. Whether you are living in the United Kingdom, in the USA, in Australia, in Canada, wherever you are, in any part of the world aside your home country, this video is for you. So welcome back to my YouTube channel once again, and I'll be talking about these mistakes that I made. So the first thing I want to talk about is making decisions without correct research. So what I mean by correct research is checking what that country's rules is about it on their official website. For instance, in the United Kingdom, you can go on gov.uk to get your information. So rather than just ask people around and get information just randomly because it's very quick, or because it's very, it's easily accessible, you just made a decision because of what somebody said, is something you can easily fall into, and then you find yourself making mistakes, or something you should have gotten in a better and easier way. You are struggling with it because of what somebody else said, because you never can tell if this other person does not actually have information about it. Most people might not really have sufficient knowledge about something, probably based on their experience as well. They'll just advise you, and then you just get it, and then you make that your mindset, and you are just doing the wrong thing, or you are just making it so stressful for yourself. So get the right research, do your research before you make up your mind about a particular thing. The next one I'm going to be talking about is about money. I don't know why I like to talk about money, but money, because probably you think you earn in pound sterling, and the conversion rate to your denomination in your home country is favorable. Like, it's favorable for you to convert from pounds to wherever your home country is. You think you can just always answer every beck and call. You need to plan your finances. Okay, I've made a video about black tax, about the things people go through here, and how people need to plan their finances in order to be able to stay out of debt, to stay out of financial pressure, because obviously you've got bills to pay. You have a lot of life ahead of you, even in the country where you live. Okay, so I'll talk about the United Kingdom. Because you earn in pounds, and you think sending money in naira is actually way easy, and it's like a lot of money you would send, then you think every beck and call is what you answer. You have to plan your finances to be able to live a comfortable life yourself, invest in your own future, in the future of your children, and also stay out of debt in the country where you are. Okay, so that's being said, just planning your finances, and know the percentage you're giving out, the percentage you're sending back home, or probably you're using to take care of whatever responsibility you have back home. Another thing I want to talk about is investing in the country where you live. Okay, for instance, you live in the United Kingdom or you live in Canada, invest in that country where you live. If you need to buy a house in the country where you live first. All right, because it's like a common thing when you come into the United Kingdom, you want to buy a house back home, you want to build a house back home. It's a very good investment opportunity, especially real estate. But one thing I want to let you know is that you need to first settle where you are, because there are business opportunities where you are that you can invest in. Even if you are not eligible to have a business yet, there are a lot of things that you can start doing if you have the right information that could help towards the time that you have your right papers, you have the right to do certain things. You just need to get the right information. So what I would tell you for cheap or for free is that don't be so eager to invest in your own country that you neglect where you are. There are a lot of opportunities if you open your eye if you open your eyes, if you get the right information. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is know what you are entitled to. Know what you are entitled to. Know the things that, you know, as a result of your visa, you are entitled to it. I've had a couple of people that probably came into the country pregnant and they were working. They have the right to work. So by the time they gave birth, they thought that they do not have, you know, the right to have maternity pay. You know, no matter how small it was, they thought they didn't have that right and they could not ask. Okay, so those are the things that you need to know. You need to know how long, you know, your maternity leave is, your maternity pay, how much is it going to be, you know, what are your entitlements according to your visa type. You need to, so that you are not just stressing yourself unnecessarily. There are some things that for free are available to you for certain times. If you don't use it within that certain time, you're going to lose it. Okay, so get information about every particular thing that you are going through. If you have probably people in a group, ask questions. Go on gov.uk, go on the official website of the country that you are in and get enough information. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is, you know, I think I've talked about it in finances, but it's just like planning for the money that is not here yet, because you think that this is the average money I earn every month. You know, you can plan, you can tell this person, I'm going to send you to school, I'm going to buy you a car, I'm going to build you a house, you know, just making unnecessary empty promises that about the money that is not here yet. Okay, because you have that visa and your visa is tied to your work does not mean that it is guaranteed. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, like they would say. Okay, but yeah, it is just planning your finances. That's what I want to say. Planning your finances. Don't make promises. Don't, you know, start building people's hope, especially back home, based on what you are earning. I know probably you have responsibilities, but settle yourself first. Make sure that you are rooted and grounded before you start making promises and building another person's life. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is trends. This one, it is very, very easy for you to fall into trends easily. Okay, especially when you come into the United Kingdom. You've watched videos on YouTube. People have talked about Primark. People have talked about, you know, Zara. You've heard all Target. You've heard all these big names, and then you are not just, you know, you are more than excited to just walk into these stores and get things. I will tell you to calm down. Okay, calm down. Don't go above and beyond to follow trends. Another thing is iPhone, because you want to get iPhone, because you too want to use iPhone, because you're not out of your own country. You want to be an happening babe. You want to wear designers. You want to wear Adidas. You want to wear Nike. All those things will fall into place with time. All those things will, you know, you can get them easily with time. Just take your time and plan your finances. Don't go with every trend, with everything that is happening. For instance, iPhone 16 is almost out. If there is no need for it, personally, okay, like, it's just common sense. You don't have to go with what everybody is doing because you want to follow trend. Okay, be comfortable in your own skin, to be patient with yourself, follow the process, don't jump gun. Okay, and personally, I think, and another thing I would say is that, for instance, people coming to the UK, they are like, it's very easy for you to like take loans, you know, to go into credit to buy a lot of things, and then because of that, you know, you want to use the latest car, you want to buy the latest iPhone on credit, you will not be paying it instrumentally. All those things, you know, you can, and for the funny thing is, you would actually see yourself paying so much more for it instead of buying it at a go. So what I would have advised is, why not wait until the time that you're actually, you know, capable of buying it at a go, instead of you paying so much instrumentally. At the end of the day, you are shortchanging yourself. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would say about trends. Calm down. When it's the right time, you will buy all these things at your own beck and call. Okay, so I'll go to the next point. And I want to talk about is probably like the big deals that people think about, and you think, oh, like, I think it's just related to the first thing, about making your own research, having the right information about certain things. For instance, mortgage. A lot of us would have probably been opportune to save more, you know, probably before we started having children, before we started, you know, doing certain things. If we had the right information when we came into the country, okay, we could for instance, we could probably reduce our feeding to 101. We could reduce maybe the certain things that we bought. We could not have bought some things if we had the right information, probably to save towards the real things. Okay, so it's just related to the first thing. Get your research, get your information, know the right things about certain things. You know, for instance, mortgage is available to people. You know, you don't have, even right now we have like some investments, some savings investments towards towards mortgage, even towards car loans. I mean, if it is essential for you to get a car. So yeah. And another thing I want to talk about is, you know, getting a car. If you're a family person, by all means I recommend it. But if you are not, if you are just by yourself and probably your work is not so far from your house, the bus system is superb. You can take the bus, you can take the train, you can even probably get a bicycle. A car might be a luxury if, like I said, if there is really no need for it. So just weigh your needs and know your wants, and you know, be able to like differentiate between both to make the right decisions. So if you have watched this video till this time and you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do before you go. And I think probably I want to just talk about one more thing before I go. So thank you so much for everybody who has returned to my YouTube channel, that you have subscribed. Thank you so much. And for people that are yet to subscribe, please do before you go. So the last thing I want to talk about is, you know, having the right plans in place for things. You know, I know that people have traditions back home, and people have, you know, at certain, or people have expectations, people have plans. Okay, maybe at a certain age, I want to have had my first child. I want to, you know, be able to do this and that. But when you get into the country where you are right now, you need to know that you have to be flexible with all those plans, especially when you don't have family members or support system around, because having the actual support system can be expensive sometimes. Okay, because yes, my friends around, but they are also like going out, they are doing their jobs. You can't expect them, you know, for instance, having a child, you know, you can't, because I've gotten married and I've planned to have a child within the first year of marriage. It's not going to work for everybody. You might need to put some plans in place, some things in position for it to be like easy for both of you. I mean, you and your spouse to navigate. So yeah, those are like, I think that's like everything I really want to talk about with, you know, the mistakes, or yeah, the common errors that people make when they come into the United Kingdom, when they go into Canada, when they go to the US or Australia, you know, just all these things that, you know, that act like a shock and people don't really know how to handle. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I made sense. I hope that this video had enough information for you to make the right decisions, and I will see you in the next one.